Exercise scientist rates and critiques the training style of bodybuilder Nick Walker. Israetel examined Walker's training, offering insights into his form and execution of chest, back, and arm exercises. Nick Walker is one of the IFBB Pro League's most popular bodybuilders, leaving many curious about his training. On March 28, 2025, exercise scientist Dr. Mike Israetel examined Walker's arm, back, and chest workouts, providing insights and tips into his execution. Nick Walker's impact in the men's open class has been massive. In his debut on the Mr. Olympia stage, he secured 5th place. In 2022, he vaulted into 3rd place at the prestigious event, behind Derek Lunsford and Hadi Choopan. However, for the past 2 years, the mutant has been unable to make it back to the Mr. Olympia. He pulled out once due to a hamstring injury and in 2024, opted out of the event after his body stopped responding to preparations. Aiming to qualify once again, Walker is currently preparing for the 2025 Pittsburgh Pro on May 10 to 11th, where he'll face a stacked lineup, including Martin Fitzwater, Michael Krizo, and Lunsford. Dr. Israetel's critique of Nick Walker's training. In a recent YouTube video, Dr. Israetel closely examined Walker's back, arm, and chest training. Back training. Dr. Israetel analyzed Walker's chest-supported T-bar row form and was blown away by his stretching at the bottom of each repetition. This is a deep stretch at the very bottom. This is excellent, shared Dr. Israetel. He also took a closer look at Walker's use of machine rows. This is ASMR at this point. Massive, massive, massive stretch, huge hold at the stretch, quick contraction at the top, pulling all the way back for the full range of motion. This is, as the kids say, this is it. Biceps training. While Walker notes that he probably doesn't need to train arms given their size, Dr. Israetel suggests that's never a problem for bodybuilders in the open division. I really do believe, and I think Mr. Jared Feather, IFBB Pro, and I are unified in our belief in this. I have never once seen a bodybuilder whose arms were too big, ever. Phil Heath had straight dummy arms, and I've never seen a pose where I was like, if his arms were smaller. Nope, nope. Bigger arms are always the right answer, he said. Chest training. He touched on Walker's heavy pressing movements and how he's progressed over the years with his training approach. Nick used to incline in a mid-range, like literally 5 and 6 plates on a side back in the day. He's gotten bigger since then, inclining with a super full range of motion, slow eccentric pause, and all the way up. Lastly, Israetel gave his take on Walker pulling out of the 2024 Mr. last Olympia, and it's between him and I and a few other folks, and I can't tell it to you, so unless he makes it public at some point, I'm not going to tell you what it is. But I'll tell you, I've read a lot of comments in his page and other pages in what people suspect it is, and almost everyone, like 999 out 1,000 people, are dead wrong. Dr. Israetel's rating of Nick Walker's training. Dr. Israetel rated Walker's training a 10 out of 10. Nick Walker is ranked as a modern bodybuilding technician. Out of 10, he's the man. His arms are the biggest things you'll ever see in real life, and I think that the smart money is Nick is going to be bigger and leaner in the future than he has been in the past. Derek Lunsford has been open about his matchup with Walker in Pittsburgh. He believes there are gaps in Walker's physique that he could exploit, and also left the door open for. There are gaps in Walker's physique that he could exploit, and also left the door open for possibly entering the 2025 New York Pro on May 17. Overall, Dr. Israetel was impressed with Walker's form and training technique. He believes his preference for a full range of motion will translate into a leaner and bigger physique when it's time to hit the stage.